Alright, welcome back to my channel. I'm currently at Old Town Mombasa, and today I'll be visiting the Fort Jesus historical monument here in Mombasa, the second largest city after Nairobi, Kenya. So guys, let me first show you around. This is where I am at the Old Town, as you can see. Now I'll be getting into the Fort Jesus Mombasa, so let's get inside as I show you this place. Well guys, this is it, getting to Mombasa. So first let's get inside and I'll show you this place. Alright. So hello guys, I'm currently inside the Fort Jesus here in Mombasa, and I'm with my brother Brian Macau. Yeah, so Brian Macau will be taking me around the Fort Jesus, telling me the history of this fort. It's an ancient fort here in Mombasa, so Macau will be explaining to me the history of this fort. So first let me show you my surroundings so that you can get the picture of the Fort Jesus. So here is where I am currently in the Fort Jesus. So I'll be taking you around together with my brother Brian Macau. So let's start our tour, brother.
Okay, so welcome. And now this is a model of the fort, or the plan.
Yeah.
The fort was built in the shape of a human being.
Yeah.
This is the head, these are the arms, and these are the legs.
Yeah.
You can see it is built in the shape of a human being. And the Portuguese are the ones who built Fort Jesus.
Yeah.
They built it between 1593 and 1596 AD. Yeah? It was built for a period of 3 years.
Yes.
Yeah. Now the fort was built in the shape of a human being because the Portuguese were Roman Catholic Christians.
Yeah.
And they built now this human being to resemble Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now over here we have now in the head we have these projections, which is the crown of thorns that was put on Jesus' head.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also originally they had painted it the color to be red. If you look at on the walls, the fading color is red to symbolize the blood of Jesus.
Yeah.
Also if you look at the arms, they are spread out as if this human being is on a crucifix.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now the Portuguese uses this as a military base,
Yeah.
and that's why you can see we have cannons all over here. Because now these cannons were in this military base by the Portuguese. And the main intention of construction for Jesus by the Portuguese was to control the Indian Ocean trade route, where along now this trade route, Mombasa is one of the strategic points. You can see the fort from the model. It is built. This side is the ocean. So this is the entry to the old port. Now in the old port and also in the old town, that's where the business used to go on. They used to do barter trade. From the interior of Kenya, they used to bring ivory, slaves, skins and hides and other animal products. But from the rest of the world, what dominated this trade were Asian spices. And also porcelain items like jars, plates, such items of that kind. And now, before now the coming of the Portuguese, the Oman Arabs had come earlier in the 11th century, intermarried with the local Bantu people, and to produce the people known as the Swahili people. And now the Swahili people are the descendants of the Oman Arabs, and also there were Oman Arabs in Mombasa. So they are mostly, because of the influence of the Oman Arabs, most of the people in Mombasa Old Town were Muslims. And now the first Portuguese to come were not the people who built the fort. It was built during the time of Captain Matthews Mendes when the fort was built. So before the arrival of the Portuguese, Vasco da Gama is the one who came, the first Portuguese to come to Mombasa in 1498. And when he came to Mombasa in 1498, he was rejected by the people of Mombasa. Because the people of Mombasa Old Town the people of Mombasa Old Town were Muslims, and now he tried to spread Christianity. And for the people of the Mombasa Old Town, they were not ready to accommodate the Christians. So they chased Vasco da Gama. Now he went to Malindi, built the first chapel and also the Vasco da Gama pillar. Then he went to Goa in India. Then later, traveled back to his country, reported to King Philip. He told him that he had seen Mombasa is a nice town
Yeah.
And they had now the intentions of building now the forts. Yeah. Yeah. Now before for this fort was built, the people who built another fort here were the Turkish. So the Portuguese were afraid that the Turkish would take over trade before them. Yeah. That's why they did it now in 1593. They came and built now the fort. Yeah, to make sure now they counter attack the influence of the Turkish in Mombasa.
No, maybe it was the Turkish fort. Maybe.
No, the Turkish fort is on the other side. While you are going where we have the near the State House.
Yes.
Yeah, it's on the other side.
Yeah.
And now the Turkish people, the reason why they never had the base is because of this stiff competition that was brought by the Portuguese. And also the Oman Arabs had an influence. Now, for the people who have been here in Fort Jesus, there have been three different groups who are here during different times. The Portuguese are the ones who built it, stayed here from 1593 up to 1698, when they were taken by the Oman Arabs through a siege. Now the siege began in 1696. The Oman soldiers, known as the Baluchis, came and surrounded. They were more than 6,000, came and surrounded the fort from the outside. Then the Portuguese soldiers were put under siege now. They were not able to go and obtain food supplies by the Oman Arab soldiers who are known as the Baluchis. So they stayed here for a period of 2 years and 9 months. The soldiers were going hungry, starving because they used all their food supplies until they were depleted. And now they also started feeding. They became cannibals. They started feeding on rats. Now these rats, on the skins of these rats, were lice, parasites. Now these parasites, when they bite an human being, you get infected with a disease known as black plague. So most of the Portuguese soldiers here during the time of the siege died from black plague and starvation. On average, there were about 80 to 120 soldiers in the fort. Now, you can see the number here. The Portuguese were very few. The Oman Arab soldiers, who are the Baluchis, were quite very many. Now, after the Oman Arabs took over, they used it as a military base and also practiced some of their slave trade activities here in Fort Jesus. Now, after the let me do this. So in 1895, the Oman Arabs handed over to the British, and after handing over to the British uses it as a prison. And the people who used to be incarcerated in this fort are the petty offenders and the freedom fighters. Now that door you see over there, that was the booking area of the. It is, you can see it is written British East Africa Protectorate, proclaimed 1st July 1895.
Oh, that is the dome Brian is showing me.
Now that was the booking area in the prison, and you can see this barrier. This barrier is not a modern barrier. It was put by the British. This side is where prisoners who are being booked were on this side. Now the ones who have been incriminated were the ones on this side of the fort. In 1956, the prison overcrowded, and the prisoners were moved to start what is known as the Shimola Tower prison that is in Shanzu. In 1958, they built the museum gallery, officially opened for the public in 1960. 1963, we gained independence, and now the management of the fort came from the British. Now it was handed to the Kenyan government. Now it is under parastatal known as the National Museums of Kenya, which is mandated to manage all the museums in Kenya. Now let's start.
Okay guys, that's a brief history from Brian Macau about the fort, and now I'm going around to see other places so that he can show me more or much
about. So this is a map, huh?
Yeah,
you can see the map has a lot of details.
Now this is the map which has the details about the fort. In this fort there is the captain's house, the passage of the axe, ammunition store, passage of the steps, gun platform, audience hall, and so many things. So I'm going around the fort, so that I can get to know much more.
Okay. So now, down here, we have the passage of the arches.
Yes.
The reason why it is known as the passage of the arches, it is because of these three structures. These curve like structures above. They are the arches. One is an arch. Well, there are three. They have arches now. That's the reason it's known as the passage of the arches. And now this passage was used by the Portuguese to bring in weapon supplies through that entrance you see down there. All the entrances of the passages that I shall show you were blocked by the British when it became a prison. They just inhibit the prisoners from escaping using those exits. 70% of the walls of Fort Jesus is natural coral. These all are natural coral. All the arches, they are human built. They are not carved.
So
but this is carved of the natural coral. Yeah,
Okay.
so after the weapons
Yeah.
supplies were brought in,
Yeah.
yeah, the light ammunition was stored in this ammunition store. This is ammunition store.
Yeah.
Yeah, also fully covered with the natural color by the Portuguese.
Yes.
Yeah. And after the Oman Arabs took over,
Yeah.
they used this as a place where they would incarcerate the slaves.
Yeah.
This is where the slaves were locked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now here is where the slaves were locked by the Oman Arabs
Yeah.
after taking over the fort from the Portuguese, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Brian. So let's continue with our tour of the Fort Jesus. Guys, if you're new to the channel, kindly subscribe.
Yeah, so,
This is a road tour of the Fort Jesus here in Mombasa.
so Fort Jesus was built by the Portuguese.
Yeah.
And now the people who did the work were
Yes.
4,000 local people. They were enslaved.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were being paid in terms of maize.
Yeah.
Remember that the Portuguese are the ones who introduced maize in Kenya.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the favorite dish known as ugali.
Yeah.
Yeah, obtained from the flour of the maize now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can see the influence of the Portuguese even up to now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just within the lives of the Kenyan
Yeah.
daily, because people love ugali in
Yeah.
Kenya. Yeah. Now this is a head.
Yeah.
And on the head we have the captain's house.
Yeah.
The captain's house was located on the head symbolically because he was the person with the highest military rank in this military base.
Yes.
Yeah. So also the house was located on the head symbolically to show he's the head of the
Yeah.
fort.
The
Yeah.
fort, yeah.
So all this is the captain's house.
Yeah. So guys, we are going around the fort. We have been down there. Now we are going to another place. So this is it, guys.
So over here,
Yeah.
this is the captain's bedroom.
Yeah.
This is the closet. Yeah, and these two compartments on the walls, they were used as dressers. They used to store perfumes, oils, blades,
Yes.
in these two compartments.
Yeah.
Before now, here there was a roof, thatched using palm leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can see now there after some time the roof decomposed. That's why we don't have the roof right now.
Yes.
So over here we have now, this one is known as the passage
Yeah.
of the steps, because originally this is a place where we had long stretch of staircase covered with the natural coral,
Yeah,
which
so
is
this
the
is the
base of Fort
passage.
Jesus. Yeah, and there down there was an opening also blocked by the British.
Yeah.
To prevent now prisoners from escaping using that route. And now, you know, soldiers are very organized. So they said they used it for weapons. Now this one was for food supplies and medicine.
Yeah.
And this is where they would store now their food. Similarly, we have an ammunition store, we have a food store.
Yeah.
And now these doors are renovated
Yeah.
together with that one. But this originally, this room was used as an executive meeting room.
Yeah.
And over there we have the reception and the captain's house up
Yeah.
there. Our captain's office.
Yeah. So that is the captain's office up there.
So I told you now this room was renovated in 2017, funded by the Oman Arabs. Yeah, and this is the original wall of this room.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a facelift.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now the reason why this was left out is because now for the Oman Arabs, there was a leader known as Othman. He was also from the Al Maghrib family, ruled Mombasa from 1741 to 1837. Yeah. Now the reason why this is left out is because of those Arabic writings written by a leader of Mombasa known as Othman, and because for the Muslim people we have the annual pilgrimage known as the Hajj that usually happens in Mecca. Yeah, and it is a condition going forward for the Hajj. You must apologize to anyone you have wronged against. Yeah, so he was apologizing to the people of Mombasa because he was their leader. Yeah. So now about this, this is a treaty that was being made in 1824 between the British and the Al Maghrib family.
Yeah.
It is because now the Al Maghrib family, who had been managed by the Sultan to take over the leadership of Mombasa, known as they were governors, known as walis.
Yes.
But in 1824, they wanted to break away and become an independent territory and also expand.
Yes.
So this caused there to be rivalry between them and the Sultan.
Yes.
Yeah. So here they were asking for assistance now from the British to give them protection, because the Sultan now wanted to reclaim the fort from the Al Maghrib family.
No.
So they decided to ask for assistance from the British, who are there, 4 soldiers on the left.
So this.
In the middle, these are the Al Mazrui family.
So this was a meeting of the Al Mazrui family and the
British.
The British.
Yeah.
Colonialists.
British now before it became a colony.
Colony, so it was a protectorate.
Before, yeah. It was a protectorate.
Yeah, so this was a meeting between them and the Al Mazrui family.
Yeah, so these are the local Africans. So the treaty was made in 1824, but the British betrayed the Al Mazrui. In 1826, they made a deal with the Sultan of Oman and Zanzibar. Yeah. Now that he would hand over them this territory in 1895. Now that's why they handed over peacefully. Because this agreement later made in 1826. Yeah.
So let me take a close-up shot of this. So we are inside the Fort Jesus, guys.
This is now a rifle.
Yeah.
One of the rifles used by the Oman Arabs. All the modern weapons like the guns used by the Oman Arabs were supplied by the British.
Okay.
Yeah, and the protection that was being given to the Al Mazrui family was in terms of weapon supplies.
Now guys, as I've been told by Brian, these are the rifles that were used then by the Arabs. Okay, let's continue with our tour.
Here we have this dagger, which is the pride of the Oman people.
Yeah.
Like the way in our Kenyan flag we have the sphere and the two and the shield, the two spears and the shield in our national flag.
Yeah.
In their national flag they have this dagger, the Oman people. And also it is the pride of the Oman people. You will see the sultans usually wear it around their neck, and it's usually offered to the men who in the Arabic known as the Shababs, the youth who are about the age to marry.
Yes.
Yeah, and they are given this to symbolize that it's like you have passed the rite of passage from childhood to adulthood. Yeah, you will be able to see or to attend the weddings of the Oman people. You will notice that the bridegroom has a dagger around the waist.
Yes.
Yeah, it is because it is part of their culture. Yeah. Over here we have this is a sword, an Omani sword, together with the other. These two are shields.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay guys, we are moving on with our tour, and I'm with Brian here. So this is the raw history about the Fort Jesus in Mombasa. Now we are going to another section. Now many people have come here, tourists, internationals and locals. So we are going on with our tour, as you can see now.
So here, what I'm going to show you,
Yes.
this is a secret passage.
Yeah.
Now this was like an emergency escape route that would be used by the Portuguese soldiers, just in case war spilled into the fort.
Yeah.
The emergency, or the danger was inside the fort.
Yeah. So
this is what they would use to escape.
Yeah.
And also this is the route that they used whenever they were going to conduct reconnaissance.
Yes.
Yeah, and also intelligence. They would now use this escape route.
So
it's the secret of passage. Yeah, it was blocked by the British also for the same reason, for prisoners not to escape using now this tunnel.
Okay.
Yeah. Over outside it connects to a trench here.
Yeah.
And also on the other side of the fort, we have an area where we have a tunnel.
Yeah.
The tunnel that leads up to Mamangina.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that's where they would escape from. Yeah, if you go to Mamangina, you will also see the tunnels and the bunkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these are known as the Portuguese wall paintings drawn by the Portuguese during the period of the Chinese Empire. Yeah, and the Portuguese were Roman Catholic Christians, also they do a lot of churches. And also during that time, the only means and mode of transport would travel by the sea using boats and ships. Yeah. Now this one shows the battles during the time of the siege. The Portuguese soldiers were very few. The Oman Arab soldiers were quite a lot. Yeah. Now over here, the fish. It is because the staple food of the Portuguese people is fish. That's why we have fish over here. This rodent, it's after now their food supplies were depleted. They started began eating on rats.
Yeah, those
it was a source of food and also a source of infection.
Okay.
The broken note over there is just to show you. The Portuguese soldiers were homesick. They missed the people at home.
Yeah.
So they decided to go that to express their feelings.
Okay.
So this was used as an open mosque.
Yeah.
by the Oman Arabs. That's a Qibla. In each and every mosque we have a Qibla. A Qibla shows the direction which the Islamic community is well facing. It shows Mecca from where you are, so Mecca is on that direction.
Yeah, so here was an open mosque, guys.
So these are Omani doors, These are the Omani doors are usually engraved, and they have meaning, the engravement. For the chain, it symbolizes unity. The floral part symbolizes prosperity and happiness. These projections are just beautifications. For the rich people, they use gold. For the poor people, they use cast iron. So these are brass. This person was average, not very poor. Over there, we have Arabic writings written there, which is a verse from the Quran. Now, in the Oman culture, they believe whenever that verse is written there, that house will be blessed abundantly. Now here we have the 5 pillars of Islam. I'll name a few of them. There is Shahada, Hajj, Zakat, Sum.
So these are the pillars of Islam.
With the 5 pillars of Islam. Also in the Oman culture, the larger the door, the richer the person.
Okay, guys, we are going to another section.
You have the Portuguese kitchen. Later used by the British as a cell for the women.
Now I can see some
the
pots here. Now what are they?
No, over here, no, these are, it's a boutique, You can see they are selling by.
So it was used as a kitchen before by the Portuguese?
By the Portuguese, and a cell for the women by the British. When it was approved.
We are continuing with the tour inside the Fort Jesus. As you can see, this is a road tour.
So the reason why we have these 2 walls close to each other, it is because those paintings that I've shown you, the Portuguese wall paintings, originally they were on this wall. And when the Oman Arabs took over, they built this wall to cover the paintings from being seen in the open mosque while praying. Now the management is the one that removed the paintings and put them there. And retraced them using carbon black and red oxide.
Okay,
So this was used as the gun platform. Over there, that's a watchtower. This is a trench that we used to connect to the secret passage. So you come out from this trench. So we are on one part of the arm, which is also an extension of the gun platform. So this is where the soldiers who had rifles, handguns, they used to shoot from this point. And for the larger openings, the ones that you see up Metro Hills, that ones were for the cannons. On this side especially, there were 6 cannons.
Okay. Jesus. Sasa?
Kazuri. So this was an open bathroom. Used by the Portuguese soldiers. This is where they used to take their showers. And now, over there, look at the wall. The crown of those that I did show you, If you look in between this wall, you see other ones that seem to appear. It is because now, after the Oman Arabs took over in 1698, they extended the wall extra 3 meters for security purposes. Because the Portuguese are naturally short people, but for the soldiers of the Oman Arabs, they were quite tall. So because they could be seen from the other side, they decided that was a security risk. And they added the wall an extra 3 meters. On the corner there are watchtower, and then another one over there. On the head we have 2 watchtowers.
Okay.
I told you the Portuguese people were short. Look at the head of the door. This was the mess where they used to feed from. So this was the resting place of the soldiers. You can see it has really a nice view. And this is also the entry to the old port. For each and every ship that used to go to the old port, they used to must have passed here. That's why even strategically the port was built here. Because you can see the other side is land, this side is land. So it's easier to control this channel. The ships that used to come past here going to conduct business in the old port, they used to pay taxes to the Portuguese. And also when the Oman Arabs took over, they used to pay the Oman Arabs. Yeah, there are two pillars over there in the ocean built by the British. Yeah.
That one?
You can see they are white for visibility.
And that one, yeah.
Yeah. And also they show when it's high tide and low tide. Yeah. When it's low tide, they are covered. They are not covered with water on the base.
Yeah.
And when it is high tide, they are covered with water, almost a quarter with. Yeah.
So they were built by the Arabs or the Portuguese?
British.
The British, yeah.
Yeah, that one is known as English lighthouse. The one on the left.
Yes.
From here. The other side is land. Is Nyali. Yeah, we are on Mombasa Island.
Yeah.
Proper now in an area known as Kibokoni for Jesus area.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you want to go to Zanzibar, India, you head this point, Zanzibar. The other one you go down.
Yeah.
And those are the common directions that people used to travel when they come from Mombasa. Yeah. So these are grinding stones. Yeah, I used to make flour. Yeah, also a mortar and pestle, spice crusher used by the Indians.
Yeah.
The traditional mortar and pestle,
Yeah.
for the African community.
Yes.
This one is known as Henry the Navigator. We have a portrait. He was also Portuguese.
Yeah.
He's the person who pioneered the sea route to India. He's the one who traveled from Portugal to Canary Islands, died in 1416 AD. Then Bartolomé Diaz took over, sailed to the Cape of Good Hope around 1488 AD. Then Vasco da Gama is the one who took over from there and sailed successfully to India in 1498.
Yes.
And while he was going to India in 1498, that's when he came to Mombasa. About Mombasa wreck excavation here, it's about a ship that sank during the time of the siege. This ship came to assist the Portuguese who were here during the time of the siege.
Yeah.
The ship was known as San Antonio de Chano. Yeah. So the ship was ambushed by the Oman Arabs and they shot at it and it sank outside the ocean. So in 1970 they did the excavation, which is the one that is illustrated in this diagram.
Yeah.
And the reason why we have a statue of a diver is because it was an underwater excavation done by divers.
Okay.
So that was the model or the design of the ship. Yeah, that's a dressing style of the Portuguese. Yeah.
Yes.
Also they also planned the tables. Yeah. All these artifacts were recovered from the wreckage of that ship.
Yeah.
Labeled.
Yeah. Okay.
So, you have very seen the Persian chest.
Okay.
Yeah, before people never used to have banks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to store their, the rich Persians, now they used to store their wealth in this safe, the treasure box.
So it's
Over
a
there,
Persian.
yeah,
Okay, guys, this is a Persian chest or safe.
treasure box.
Yeah, treasure box. It was used by the Persians in the olden days to store their valuables. Yes.
So in the traditional African community, they used to communicate using drums, and the traditional drums,
Yeah.
the rhythm of the beats is the one that was used to determine the message. Yeah, yeah. And the drum, no, the traditional African drums never had this engravings. It is now the influence of the culture of the Arabs on the African culture. Even the local women started drawing henna. Yeah, henna is an Arabic culture. Influence to the local people. The artifacts on those displays, they are donated or this side they are excavated.
Yeah. So guys, we are walking inside. This, what is the name of this building here?
So this is a museum gallery, yeah?
So this is the museum gallery inside the Fort Jesus. There are many things here, artifacts, those which are donated and those which were excavated. Guys, this is it.
So this is a Baluchi war mercenary, yeah? When
Yeah.
the Sultan came to Mombasa to fight against the Oman Arabs, he came with these soldiers known as Baluchis. And
Yeah.
these are the soldiers that used to fight for the Oman Arabs.
Yes.
Reason why the Sultan chose the Baluchis, it is because he feared that recruiting a lot of soldiers into his army would become a threat to his rule.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he decided to recruit soldiers from a country previously known as Baluchistan. Let me show you Baluchistan.
This is the mercenary.
Yeah,
The
Baluchi war
Baluchi war mercenary, guys. Here in the Fort Jesus. So
So So where the Baluchis come from,
Yeah.
it was a country previously known as Baluchistan.
Yeah.
The borders, how the country was lost, it is because the British is the one that colonized this area and is one that did the divisions.
Yeah.
So one part of Baluchistan went to Iran, another one of Afghanistan, and another one of Pakistan.
Yeah.
Similarly to India. India was one thing.
Yeah.
And now they separated India according to religion.
Yeah.
Pakistan, the Islam, Hinduism now in India.
Yeah.
So the Baluchis who came to fight here in Mombasa
Yeah.
still stay around here in Mombasa. Yeah, Isa Timami, the former governor of Lamu, is a Baluchi. Yeah. These are the ceremonial attire of the Baluchi women. That's how they are dressed.
See?
And during a normal day occasion, this is how they are dressed.
Yeah. These are the ceremonial attire of the Baluchi women, children. This is how they dress in the normal days. Okay.
These are some of the Baluchis in Mombasa. You can see this was taken in 2019.
Yeah.
So most of these hangers are still.
Yeah. Okay.
So here we have this cannon made of brass. The range is 350 meters.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the most powerful cannon. This is the most powerful than the other one and the other one over there. So this is an Oman cannon, range 350 meters, made of brass.
Yeah.
And over here we have the British cannon. The British cannon usually have a crown, and also a P which stands for protectorate in the other handle. They are made of cast iron. The range is 250 meters.
So this is 250, the other one is 300. Okay.
Now over there, that's now the administration block.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now before that was the cemetery of the Portuguese people.
Yeah.
But they built now the office over there, remains of the Portuguese. Now over here we used to have a Roman Catholic church.
Yeah.
Yeah. After the Oman Arabs took over, they used it as a store.
Yeah.
And now it was bombed during the time of the British,
Yeah.
when a group known as Al Qaeda, young men,
Yes.
tried to take over the fort.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now the British now bombed the church.
Okay.
So over there
Yes.
we have an anchor,
Yeah.
yeah.
So this is the anchor. Yes.
So this is a cistern. Yeah, it's an original water storage tank built
Yeah.
by the Portuguese in 1603.
Yeah.
Because the people of the ocean would never allow them to fetch the water on their wells.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now after the Oman Arabs took over in 1698, they were kind of paranoid because they thought, because they had the Portuguese here under siege for a period of 2 years and 9 months, that they had poisoned this water. So they dug their own well, known as the Omani well, 23 meters deep, though the water is salty.
Yeah.
So these are the toilets used to look like during the time of the Portuguese.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another toilet over here.
So these are the toilets during the Portuguese times here in Fort Jesus.
And what we have over here is a skeleton replica. The skeleton replica, it means it's not an original one. The original one is buried right under this one now. The original one was found in 1990, and they excavated it, took it to the lab for carbon dating, dated between the 16th and 17th century. During that time, the Oman Arabs and the British, and the Oman Arabs and the Portuguese are the ones who were around here, yeah. But they ruled out that it would have been an Oman Arab because of the position in which it was laid, the remains laid.
Yeah.
Because for the Muslim people, their people are not buried in this manner.
Yeah.
The position, now the position is Christian, probably Roman Catholic. The head is facing the west. For the Christian, they believe sunrise to sunset.
Yeah.
Even you can see the graveyards written, the sunrise to sunset. Sunrise when you are born, sunset when you die. It means there is no more life, there is no more life.
Yeah.
So your head is facing the west. The arms are folded around the west.
Yeah.
The legs are kept together. For the Muslim people, they bury their people differently.
Yeah.
They bury their people by their right hand.
Yes.
And also,
Facing
they
the-
facing now east, or the Qibla or Mecca.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this before was a building, was not a story building.
Yeah.
It was just the ground floor,
Yeah.
and it was built by the Portuguese, and it was used as a dispensary. But after the Oman Arabs took over,
Yeah.
converted this into the palace of the Sultan. Whenever he came to Mombasa,
Yeah.
this is where he used to. Now, used as his palace.
Yeah.
So over here we have Adahu by the Oman Arabs. The Oman Arabs discovered that ocean water is very corrosive.
Yeah.
And they used to use now ropes and water to connect their boats.
Yeah.
So these are now they used to use sailing using the monsoon winds.
Yes. Wow.
Over here we have military stars.
Yeah.
Probably given as accolades or honors to soldiers that have performed well or have been others who have been promoted. F543, those are currency, coins used in Oman. The rest are stamps used during the time of different sultans.
Yeah.
This is Sultan of Zanzibar, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, over here on this picture.
Yeah.
Now these are weapons similar to the ones that we saw at Al-Mazrui Hall.
So,
because they are Al-Mazrui were
so
Arab, but they are settled locally here in
So,
Mombasa.
Brian, these ones were original, the ones which were used then.
Yeah.
These rifles.
Yeah, the rifle.
Yeah. Okay.
These are the items that dominated the Indian Ocean trade, Asian spices.
Yes. So these are dates.
From the mainland of Kenya, we used to have now ivory. This is the main commodity. That we used to have.
So this is an ivory.
Yeah.
A real one.
Real one.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are sultans address. If you look at the attire, is the same.
Yeah.
It shows the years that they are rolled. The first calendar is the Islamic calendar, and the second one is the Christian calendar.
Yes.
Yeah. AD, AH, Islamic calendar, AD Islamic. Now the royal family of Oman is known as Al Busaidi dynasty.
Yes.
Yeah. Over here we have the current sultan of Oman known as Tariq. Yeah, handed over by Qaboos, who died in January of 2020. Yeah. And Qaboos was the longest serving sultan of Oman, and he's the one who has converted Oman into the dreamland it is.
Today. Yes.
Now these are all the Oman men are usually dressed. Yeah. Now these are household items used by the Oman Arabs. Yeah. These are dresses. Traditional dresses of the Oman women and jewelry.
Yeah. So this is it.
So these are archaeological sites in Oman. Different types of animals you can find in Oman. Mosques and palaces, and also forts open for the public in Oman.
Yes.
Different physical features you can find in Oman.
Yeah.
So basically it's about tourism in Oman. Yeah. Now this chart is about industrialization, agriculture, infrastructure, trade and technology in Oman. Yeah. Over there it's about the education, and here is their sultan with the different royal leaders.
Yes.
So this was converted, that's a watchtower converted into a display. To display the Oman culture. A cannon there that has the name of the Sultan Said Khalifa of Zanzibar. Yeah. Over here we have a toilet.
Okay. We are continuing with the tour. This is the dhow which has been shown to me before.
For the humpback whale, it is the most intelligent whale, and also now, that's the skull, the jaw, now the vertebra and the ribs. So, you know the whale is a mammal, and the whale is the largest mammal.
So
the largest land
humpback
mammal is known as the elephant.
So this is the humpback whale.
And we have different types of whale. The largest type of whale is known as a blue whale. The most kind of violent whale is known as a sperm whale.
Okay.
So these are about 17 to 18 meters for the females. They are larger than the males. And 15 to 16 for the
males. Okay, guys, these are the whales, as you can see, and that is the skeleton of the humpback whale here. So we are continuing with the tour here around the Fort Jesus. As you can see, this is the raw tour here. So guys, this is it. If you've not yet subscribed to the channel, kindly subscribe and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video here.
So over here, these were the barracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, the main barracks were where we have the museum gallery.
Yes.
Yeah. So these are Portuguese cannons made of cast iron. The range is 150 meters.
Yes.
Yeah, let's say they were the less effective. So over here, let me show you one of the cannonballs.
Yeah.
So this is a cannonball. Yeah. This one weighs approximately 14 kgs.
Yes.
Yeah. And now this one was used. It does not explode by itself.
Yeah.
It was used to cause the impact is the one that used to destroy.
Yeah.
Make wreckage or damage against something. It used to break ships and also castles. Yeah. The cannonball.
Yeah.
That's another watchtower over there.
Yes. Okay, this is the Fort Jesus. Okay.
So that's another watchtower.
Yes.
Now this was the martial court.
Yeah.
That's where the judge, where we have the generator, is where the judge used to sit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is where the soldiers were sentenced, and also the people who made who wronged the Portuguese.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was the martial court.
Yeah.
So this is where all the cases were solved.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right here we are above the entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah. That people used to enter into Fort Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the flag mast of UNESCO. Yeah.
Okay.
In 2011, Fort Jesus was gazetted as a World Heritage Site.
Yeah.
By UNESCO.
Okay. Now guys are getting up to the top of the fort. Okay. This is interesting.
So this is known as the gunpowder room.
The gunpowder.
Portuguese,
Yeah.
to store gunpowder, yeah. But one of the Portuguese soldiers,
Yeah.
blew himself with all the gunpowder here.
Yeah.
Yeah, during when the Oman Arabs were taking over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was on the December, yeah. December 13th,
Yeah.
1698. Yeah. And now, after the Oman Arabs prepared this room, they never used this room to store their gunpowder because they never wanted their enemies.
Yeah.
So now where they store the weapon.
Okay. Okay, guys, this is it. Okay. Yeah.
Go back to the starting point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, after an interesting tour of the Fort Jesus, I've gotten myself inside the island dishes here in Mombasa at the Fort Jesus, inside the Fort Jesus, to have a taste of the Swahili dishes, and I've ordered some chicken biryani with a special local dish known as Take Me to Heaven. So, at the island dishes here inside the Fort Jesus, this is a local cafeteria, Swahili dishes, and I'll be tasting the chicken biryani with the juice. This is the juice known as Take Me to Heaven. So guys, let's have a taste first of the juice. Wow, it is really tasty. So here I have my chicken biryani from island dishes here in Mombasa. Let me have a spoon and taste of the coastal biryani from island dishes here inside Fort Jesus in Mombasa. After a long tour inside the Fort Jesus, now it's time to have lunch. It is very sweet, guys. So I recommend, if you come to the Fort Jesus in Mombasa, come to this place. This is the island dishes. where you can come and get your lunch. And you can see this is the surrounding. The place is very full, and as you can see, this is where you can come from the church of the Swahili cuisine in Mombasa, inside the Fort Jesus. Let's get lunch. The chicken biryani. Biryani is one of the special foods here at the coastal area. So let me enjoy my lunch here on the island dishes inside the Fort Jesus. See you later.